everybody. So in the chaos of life, right, I somehow forgot to share this video with you, and I really wanted to share it with you because I finally am subscribed to Citrus Twist, and I am making projects with their stuff, and I subscribed in June. Everything is blurring together. June. I subscribed last month and I made 2 projects so far with it, and this is the first one that I made, and I'm gonna put it together and you guys get to watch it come to life. And I also added in some Scrappin Happy Studio flares. So if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sabrina. I'm on a few design teams and I have a class at Big Picture Classes. All that information is in the description box below. I hope you enjoy seeing this project come to life. So this was my photos and all the products laid out before, and I was going to use this as my voiceover or introduction, but the vacuum was too loud. So that's why I did a new introduction, and you can see that I started with a 6x8 photo and then I think I left them at 2.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to use the 6x8 as a focal photo and then my photo as kind of the secondary photo, and I will matte the photo of mine. I was going to matte it on the yellow, but I think I wound up choosing the gray because it gave me the little pop that I needed for a photo matte, but it wasn't too bold like the yellow. I'm just going to layer some papers behind my photo, and I choose the blue teal one and then also the yellow paper because that will work nicely down at the bottom. And I also used a ton of die cuts. I pulled out a ton of die cuts, not that I'm going to use them all, but I really liked the different blue leaves and then that big yellow flower. That was another reason that I did not use the yellow paper behind my photo, because I had pulled out this die cut. Also found a really cool compass die cut, so I'm going to use that up at the top, and I am going to stamp a few phrases. I saw this little die cut now. I believe that was like a freebie that Trina sent when I bought a TN notebook. And so I'm going to use the stamp set to stamp a little sentiment on the now. But first, I am just gluing down my photos, and then I'm going to try to figure out the placement of the different die cuts, and then I will start to put everything down. So I'm kind of just pushing everything off to the side. That way I know where I was going to put it on the layout, and that helps me to remember where I was going to place it. So if it was going to go up at the top, I pushed that cluster up to the top. So I forgot to put this paper down, and I needed to just lift the photo a little bit to tuck in that piece of paper, and I'm okay with it sticking up out of the 8.5 by 11 size. I am okay with that. Now I am putting down the yellow piece of paper, and then I'm going to stack my photos on top with the blue paper underneath. I'm not really measuring my papers. I don't tend to do that. I mean, sometimes I do, but most of the time I just wing it. So I put a little piece of blue behind the top photo and then behind the secondary photo, and then I'm going to work on embellishments. I think I forgot to glue down the blue paper, so I had to lift up my photo a little bit so that way I could glue it down. And I am taking the edges of this die cut and kind of bending them up, because these die cuts are really nice, thick quality, and I am able to bend those edges and make them a little bit dimensional. And now I'm adding a little title that says captured. I also got that as a freebie in my TN box, so I was able to use that up right away. Somehow I did not get that on the camera. I apologize for that. And now I'm going to use some chipboard. I saw like a circle that had a subtle pattern, so I will use that green one. And then I thought I was going to use some of the puffy stickers, but I just didn't like how it didn't match as precisely as I wanted, so I think I'm going to move that in a minute. And I wind up just layering the chipboard on top of a die cut, and also using some of the blue leaves to put behind the photo. I'm also going to wind up using 2 flares from Scrappin Happy Studio, and I think one is Fresh Air, and then another one is Social Distance Expert with some mountains behind it. And I really love that cluster at the top. Oh, that cluster is so fun to make. Also used a chipboard underneath the now. So basically everything I could use in terms of dimensional types of things for scrapbooks, I used up at the top. So I used a die cut, I used paper, I used chipboard, and then a epoxy flare. Stamping on the now, I can't remember what phrase I stamped, but I felt really smart when I figured out that those little script phrases will work for that little section. And now to wrap up this page, I am going to stamp a few phrases. You just saw me stamp some in the bottom left corner. Again, I'm sorry that got cut off. I'm going to adhere down the last little pieces that I need and then add one last little phrase I think I chose right now. In the end, I don't know if I like this spot, but it will just have to do. All right, so this is what I came up with in the end, and I really love it. I'm so excited to try Citrus Twist, and I love what comes in their kit. It is such a wide variety with the word stickers, the puffy stickers, the die cuts, and the 6x8 papers, and then the chipboard, and also the stamp set that I didn't grab, and then the journaling cards. So much stuff comes in one kit, and I absolutely love it, and I'm excited to keep making projects with Citrus Twist and have a new company to subscribe to and make some fun projects. So I hope you enjoyed watching this one come to life and see me use a new company and new products, because I love this company. Okay, so I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Have a great day, everyone.